I am gonna try my best to get my thoughts together on this. Bear with me. So, me and my friends, we decided to watch The Kraken, okay? The Norwegian movie, The Kraken. I had had my pulse on that movie when it was announced as a trailer. I was like, damn, the sister land, Norway, is making a movie about the Kraken. It is gonna be so good. It is gonna be so exciting. I can't wait to see it. Then I forgot about it for a while. Heard it came out, was excited about it, couldn't watch it, that was fine. And then today, I got a few friends together and we decided to watch it. One of my friends is Norwegian, by the way. Now, the movie starts, and it's like, yeah, it's not super like thing. It's like the little introduction sequence. They're like talking about 60 years ago or whatever it was. There was this thing that happened where the water was boiling, it was fog everywhere, and then they saw the thing in the shadows, in the fog, in the fog, in the fog. And all the fish in the fjords were coming out. Yeah. And then we cut to this lady who is the main character. Or she's supposed to be the main character. I fucking hated her. She was like, I don't know if she was a new actor, or if her acting was just bad, or if she had bad directions, or if it was a combination of everything. She did not do a good job. She had one facial expression the whole movie. When things happened, she was like, take me. I am special. Nothing will happen to me. Oh! Okay, anyway. So like the movie starts and there's like two tourists that gets, well, eaten by the Kraken. Like, also spoilers ahead, like I don't know if anyone watches this is gonna care, but like spoilers ahead. You probably want to hear the spoilers if you're ever gonna watch this movie. Dang! So like they get eaten. She gets called out because she works at the like Ocean Institute thing. She's supposed to like monitor readings and stuff because there's a new salmon farm in the fjord here. So she gets called out because they're messing with the fish. They have built this lice thing that's supposed to like scare away the lice from the fish without disturbing the fish. But instead they're disturbing the Kraken. Yeah. Also, this city only has one police officer, by the way. Only one. And it happens to be her friend. And now said friend has a daughter who is like an environmental activist thing or something, I guess. And the father is the owner of the salmon farm and he's actively trying to sell himself to the Japanese. You with me so far? This is basically the first. The movie is 2 hours. Like it is painful. Anyway, she's just up there and she gets out to this salmon platform. She gets like chauffeured there by an old man, Olaf, who was there 60 years ago. He was the kid that they interviewed in the beginning, where they like explained the whole thing. Anyway, so like that happens, and we like Olaf in this house, by the way. We enjoy Olaf. He's like shown like maybe 2 minutes in the whole movie, but still. We drive out to this fish farm, and she walks around this fish farm without saying anything. She's just like quietly just walking around this facility, like checking into one of the rooms where there's a guy, but she doesn't say anything to him. She says nothing to him. And then she sees a guy and she starts following him. The guy's name is Eric. That's the only two people I remember the name of. Wait, Johanne is her name. Shit. Anyway, so she follows Eric and we find out that they have been dating, probably. It is a very fucking awkward. Like, you have to understand, Swedish and Norwegians, our behavior is kind of the similar because Scandi countries, we behave similarly. But me and my friend, we were like, what the fuck is this? Because the others were like, hey, do you guys behave like this? And we're like, no, this is so awkward. What are they doing? Why are they behaving like this? This is so fucking weird. They are both awkward, just staring at each other basically, and I guess they're supposed to build this tension or something. Oh yeah, no, whatever. Anyway, then there's very weird skip where she's like sitting on like a surfboard, listening to the sounds of the water through headphones because she's listening to the water, and she like I don't know if she gets off on it or something. I don't really know what's going on. And then up comes Eric. And he was like, "What are you listening to?" And she's like, "I'm listening to you." And then he wants to listen to her listening to the water. It's fucking weird. Anyway, people are like dying in the fjord because the Kraken is waking up and the Kraken is pissed. Because apparently these sonar thingies that are supposed to scare the lice from the salmon is too high frequent, so they can explode the salmon hearts. Johanne finds this out by doing experiments. You guys with me so far? This is like the first half hour of the movie. Um, environmental activist daughter is upset at Johanne because she can't shut down the whole thing. So she wants to take the thing into her own hands with her two friends. Um, doesn't go that well for them, but they try their best. And like I have to admit, at this point, I start zoning out because it's basically just Johanne behaving weirdly, acting weirdly, looking at the water as if it has all the answers. I don't fucking I don't know. It's so weird. And then like something happens. Like the salmon start acting weirdly. They find the bodies of the two tourists that died in the beginning, and along with that, a parasite that is the size of a fucking horse crab or whatever they're called. It's huge. So she does some readings on it, and she like pokes it with a scalpel, and out comes bioluminescence. I want to point out that we're in Norway. Okay, that's not normal in Norway because the water is cold, especially in a fjord. It's cold, okay? Cold. But we have bioluminescent, plus the fact that this thing has ink. Yeah, ink. After this, she starts having prophetic dreams, kinda. I can only describe it as that because she's dreaming. She's asleep, and she dreams about the salmon swarming and something moving in the water. And it's not about the dead kid, like tourists that she found. Oh no, it's about the ocean and the fish. And then she wakes up and she thinks she has a crab on her stomach. But it's just hallucination. This never gets explained, by the way. It never gets explained. It's just a one time thing. But I'm so sure that she probably as at this point my friend was like, she's schizophrenic, and I was like, I'm pretty sure she's schizophrenic. One of our friends actually left at this point saying he needed sleep, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him because this movie was shit. And like at this point, like more people are dying. Like there's this one cop in the village that's trying to do shit. I don't even know what's going on. And we're gonna fast jump towards the ending here. So these kids, like the daughter of the director that owns the salmon factory, she goes with her friends to this place because she wants to destroy. I assume it is like the sensors thingy that disturbs the salmon and has woken the Kraken. So one of them dives down there, one of the guys, and he destroys the lure, but of course gets eaten by the Kraken. Now the daughter survives and her friend, and they make it to like they I actually have to jump back one scene because before this, the dad in a full like costume rides on a jet ski to get to the salmon farm, and it it's so like a full on suit. It's so bad. Holy shit! But yeah, no, the Kraken starts attacking the farming place. Like, Johanne is like standing outside as this happens, and the Kraken like carefully caresses her as he goes back down into the water. Because Johanna here is like everyone is running inside because like the thing happened with the kid, and she's just standing out there. And then when the Kraken attacks, she's laying on the like outside, and it caresses her, but it doesn't grab her. Oh no, because Johanna is special. Or some bullshit like that. Anyway, everyone makes it inside. And that's when these horseshoe crabs or whatever the fuck parasites starts attacking the facility. They are attacking the facility, guys. They it's so bad. One of the teenagers that survived, her one other friend, he escapes because he's scared, so he runs away. The dad keeps Maria, I think her name was. I don't fucking know. He keeps her with him, and we later find out that the guy that ran away, like, he died. He got one of the horseshoe crabs on his back, so he died a pathetic death. Anyway, I, Maria gets like dragged out by the Kraken, but somehow survives this because the Kraken doesn't kill the three female leads. Her mom somehow makes it, like the only policewoman, her mom, somehow makes it to the facility without being attacked by the Kraken, by the way, at all, as the Kraken is full on attacking the facility. And as the Kraken is flinging Maria around, he just like it stops and just carefully sets her down on top of the facility. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Johanne encounters at one of the tentacles that for some reason the tentacles can smell. You hear them sniffing her. And it's like they wrap around her neck, and everyone was like, "Oh, please tell me she's gonna die now." And Eric comes to rescue her because he like found a axe or something, and she was like, "No, no, no." So he puts down the axe, and everyone, by the way, is super quiet, trying not to make any noise, trying not to like move too suddenly because the tentacle might be able to hear and see them. So instead of attacking the tentacle that is caressing Johanne and not grabbing her, by the way, just caressing her neck, he activates a motor. So they fling the tentacle somehow into the motor so it gets shredded. And that is how Johanna escapes certain death. At this point, we all were hoping for Johanna to die. We were like, for fuck's sake, just finish the job. We cut back to a guy I haven't talked about. That was a fat guy that was like the engineer or IT guy. He runs away to a building where one of the kids that I just explained died by the horseshoe crab thingy. He finds that, and apparently this horseshoe crab can spit bioluminescent and ink into the face of this guy. And somehow the Kraken just grabs this single department of the building and drags it into the water. And that's how he dies. It is so bad. Like, holy shit. And then they're like, "Oh, we have to do this thing." So they run outside. I don't really like. They're supposed to like max up the sonar thingy that's supposed to disturb the lice. Not thinking that maybe they're gonna kill the whole fucking ecosystem in the fjord. And as they all step outside, this is the moment in the movie where we all had to pause. We had to pause because in the fog there is, first of all, it's summer and there is like an aurora in the sky, which is weird. I found out from my friend. I haven't ever been to Norway. I don't know much about auroras, but the auroras don't occur during the summer. But there's an aurora. And you can see the silhouette of the Kraken standing on its tentacles. And all I said was, is that fucking Cthulhu? Like, what happened with the Kraken? That is not the Kraken! Fucking Cthulhu looking ass here is just standing on its tentacles. Somehow. On what? We don't know, because the fjord is supposed to be super long deep, right? Right? So what is it standing on? No one fucking knows. And then it just slowly, cinematically, like, go back down into the water. Johanna jumps on a boat and drives out there, and everyone screams, "No, don't do it!" Because Maria, she survived. Her dad went out to get her, okay? This, I jumped ahead of, again, sorry, but like, he climbed up to her and they both jumped into the water. They jumped into the water from a safe place that they were on. And of course, the dad sacrifices his life so Maria can survive. They both could have survived, by the way, if they just swam. But I guess sacrifices need to be made. Also, nothing bad happens to... Maria wasn't injured, by the way. Her mom wasn't injured, and Johanna wasn't injured at this point. And we all were like, is this fucking Kraken a feminist or something? What the fuck is going on? That's so stupid. Anyway, Johanna is like driving out, she's setting up this thing, and she jumps into the water, or she gets dragged down into the water. I don't fully remember. I was zoning out. I was scrolling on Twitter at this point. I was scrolling through actual fucking hentai to get my mind off of how bad this fucking movie was. And then she's like dragged down, waiting for this sonar to like fucking explode or something. I don't know. She goes all the way down to the Kraken. She's just floating there, just fucking floating there. And the Kraken opens its very fucking human eye and just looks at her. And they share this moment together before the blast goes off and the Kraken sinks into the abyss. Do you now understand why I'm like, what the fuck was the Kraken standing on when he was doing his best Cthulhu impression? Like, and also they're insinuating that the Kraken died here. Hello? Also, at this point, we were also scared because we were like, please, for the love of fucking God, let Johanna be dead. For the love of fucking God. And apparently, like, the Sunwell facility sank or something. I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, it's never specifically touched upon. And Marie and her mom and Eric is sitting inside this like lifeboat, and they're like, "Do you see her? I can't see her. Oh my god, it's her boat!" So Eric jumps into the water, is screaming, "Johanna! Johanna!" And then out of fucking nowhere, like the fucking boogeyman, Olaf shows up with a boat with Johanna in it, and we're all like, for fuck's sake, please, don't let her be alive. Don't let her be alive. And Eric is like crying, hugging her. We all like, please, for the love of God. And then it cuts to a year later. Maria is on a boat, or Maria, whatever the fuck her name is on a boat. And she's like, she named the boat after Johanna. And is having this monologue about, oh, Johanna, you taught me so much about it. When I asked you why we haven't discovered the ocean, you taught me so much. And then the movie ends with Maria sailing away. And I'm scared that they're lining up for like a sequel or something. Because this shit was so bad. 2 hours. 2 hours of my life is gone. And my friends are like, Alice, what the fuck did you make me watch? And I'm like, listen, this could all have been avoided if you guys just picked us to watch that fucking Spider-Man movie instead, okay? We had the option of several different movies. I wanted to watch this movie. They're trying to blame this on me, but I said I'm gonna go grab a Coca-Cola and come back, and by that time you all have decided on the movie. They didn't decide, they didn't say shit for the 5 minutes I was gone. So I made a decision. And now I have to live with this shit. This movie was horrendous. Horrendous! Norway! You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed! Shame on you! Shame! Fucking hapö! Anyway, that was the Kraken. I just needed to talk about this because I it was so bad. It was so bad. I'm so happy I did not pay to watch this in the cinema because I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad. Leaving the comfort of my house just to fucking go to the cinema is already bad enough, but if I had watched this in the cinema, I would have been furious. Like, I can't even explain. I can't explain. Just, if you think this movie was gonna be good, like I did, if you haven't watched it yet, don't watch it. Or watch it and form your own opinion. And if you do, I would recommend maybe drinking some alcohol, some Sprite, spirit, like vodka, whatever the shit. Make a drinking game out of it. Make a drinking game out of it. Like, yeah, no, it's just bad. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm tired. Holy shit. This movie just brainwashed me. I'm doing this all in one take. I don't fucking care. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little rant here. Yeah, just don't watch the movie. Don't. It's not worth it. It's no. No out of 10. Even my cat is like, Alice, you should go to bed. So that is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Don't watch the movie.